Gem and the Holograms trailer came out.
Don't care.
I do. More than I thought I would care.
Here's the weird thing. Everyone who's bitching about it is a dude.
Can I finish? Cannot finish. No, it's not. There's lots of women bitching about this. I saw it online. This bothers me because I watched Gem a lot the more I thought about it. More and more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? You know what I watched before G.I. Joe? Gem came on before G.I. Joe usually.
Mm-hmm.
On usually every morning before school, like 6:30 or 7.
I watched it with my brother.
And Gem was very well done. It was also, I believe, was it also Sunbow Animation that did it? They also did basically a Marvel animation front that did G.I. Joe. I believe did Gem as well. Excellent animation, excellent music, pop music in Gem and the Holograms. And, you know, it was sort of somewhat serialized content, you know, and it was on for a couple of years. Had a toy line, everything else. So they decided to do a live action movie of Gem and the Holograms. If you know anything about Gem and the Holograms, it's basically it's a rock band that's superheroes. You have Gem, who has an alternate identity where she
was Sunbow.
She transforms from, you know, she runs the Starlight Music Company. It's off the top of my head, so I'm sorry if I'm not getting this exactly right. I think it's Starlight Music, and she also runs the orphanage as an adult, and then she has magic energies and a computer named Synergy that talks to her, that she touches her ear, and she turns into a pink glam rocker. It's a fantastic concept. Absolutely fantastic concept. And then she has her hologram backup band, and they battle for the hearts and minds of the audience against the Misfits, which is like the punk rock evil band. And then Rio has purple hair, and then Rio likes Kimberly, but not Gem. So there's some romantic stuff involved. Anyway, I know more about this than I should, and this upsets me that this trailer comes out with none of the Gem aspects from the cartoon in it. And this Gem and the Holograms trailer comes out, and it's basically, I tweeted about this, it was the Zack Attack story of Saved by the Bell, where Zack gets too in with the comfort of being a rock star and says, the hell with the rest of the band. And this is what the Gem trailer is, where she's a young teenager, not an adult, because in the Gem and the Holograms cartoon, she was an adult. She wasn't a 15-year-old. She owned her own business. And then so they get picked up. They're YouTube stars. And then she turns against her band. And of course, is going to get back together within 95 minutes. And it's just, people have a right to be pissed at this for a couple of reasons. Because if you're going to pull a property out from 30 years later, you're going to appeal to those people that watched it 30 years ago. Well, and this does not appeal to them at all.
No, and the weird thing is this comes hot on the heels of a new comic series that actually fucking nails it.
I heard that too. I saw that people were loving that.
Nails the shit. I mean, I'm buying every issue. I mean, it gets it right. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look great. It definitely looks weird. And nothing like Gem. I watched a shitload of Gem with my brother. I've watched it with Vonnie. I know I get fucking worked up over movie trailers, but what I learned with something like Ninja Turtles, which was something that I cared about a lot, was at the end of the day, it's not going after us. It's going after a different fucking... It should be going after us, but it's not. It's going after a different generation.
The Ninja Turtles movie has Ninja Turtles fighting Shredder and has Splinter in it.
It's still fucking wrong all the way through.
But at least you can say, this is Ninja Turtles. It may not be the Ninja Turtles. This is not... If they just called this something else, you would not know it was Gem. That's the difference. This has none of the holograms. It doesn't have the Synergy computer. It doesn't have her running an orphanage. It doesn't have the fucking Misfits. The only thing this has is her and her friends, and it has I think Rio. Right? Is that it?
Rio would be the name, yes.
That's all. By the way, her name's Jerica, not Kimberly. I think Kimberly's one of the band members. So yeah. So I have a couple problems with this. You can say what you will about Michael Bay in the Transformers movies. At least the Transformers movies has robots fighting each other. You want to get down to it? All right. It doesn't have the exact tone. It is childish in how some things are presented. It's way over the top. But you have stuff that connects it to the original cartoon.
When is this supposed to come out?
This comes out, I think, later this year. So this doesn't even have a good Gem song in the trailer. This is so bad on the surface that you have I don't know if it's like One Direction. You have in the trailer a non-Gem song in a movie about an awesome glam rock band.
I'll give you that. I mean,
that's ridiculous.
My biggest problem was that they didn't use some sort of original music. That they used.
They didn't even have the Gem theme, which is I hate to say it, it's pretty iconic.
No, it is iconic.
So that's
you
bad.
You can't say outrageous without someone saying truly, truly outrageous.
You really can't. The other part is I hate to get on this young actress, but you go back and listen to those 1 minute, 15-second long Gem songs. That's a damn good singer they had for those in that Gem cartoon. A really really good singer.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure this let's see, whoever this actress is going to stack up. So again, what is the point of having them all dress up and look like Gem? She even says in the trailer, she goes, "It's synergy time," and she hits her earring, but that only makes sense if there's a supercomputer to communicate with, and you know what I mean, to run illusions with, and do cool holograms, to get out of situations, and to transform into, again, superhero. So I think the director came out, the director John Chu, who I believe directed one of the G.I. Joe movies, which tells you a lot right there.
Sure.
Because the thing about the G.I. Joe movies, and I should have been as pissed about this as I was about G.I. Joe, since G.I. Joe is my favorite 80s cartoon.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why you weren't as pissed about it.
Because I knew they couldn't get it right. I knew after Transformers that they would go way off the rails, that it wasn't worth it for me to get worked up. But the problem with these movies is that no one wants to see a Gem, or going back to the Origins with Boba Fett, no one wants to see a Gem origin movie, which he claims this is a Gem origin movie now after the backlash. And there was a lot of backlash to this. There was really no positive reception to this at all.
No.
G.I. Joe, the first movie, was a shitty origin movie. We don't want to see origin movies of stuff from 30 years ago. We just want to see that in live action form.
It depends on who you're marketing it to. If you're marketing it to us, then no, we don't need the origin story. We fucking know it.
And we're the audience you're supposed to be marketed to. We some of us have the kids now, we'll drag to it, but we're the ones. Otherwise, what girl's going to see this if this is just like any other movie that you can put on, I don't know, like Nickelodeon Kids Movie of the Week?
Possibly a lot. I'm just playing devil's advocate because, like I said, I was pissed over TMNT, but at the end of the day, I just had to realize that they weren't going after me.
But they were, just not in the way you wanted them to. No, this doesn't go after the people that like Gem.
They still made money. They just didn't make it for me.
Okay, he did Step Up. John Chu did Step Up 2, Step Up 3D. Justin Bieber's Believe. He did the second G.I. Joe Retaliation. I don't think they even are planning a third movie from that. So, and he's doing Gem the Holograms. Now, you can say this, though. I'm not sure the budget they gave to this Gem movie. Because from the service, this is not an expensive movie. There's the sequence of them playing on stage looks like it was filmed like in a cafeteria somewhere with like 25 extras. It wasn't like in a stadium or anything. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure the budget of this, but yeah, this is very disappointing. You know why it's also disappointing? Because this could have been the only sort of female-oriented 80s property that you would have made into a movie to be successful. I don't see a Rainbow Bright movie being made anytime soon. This was it. And this is really disappointing. You say guys are upset. I saw women on message boards being really upset about this and commenting on websites being upset about this. This is their G.I. Joe.
I just mean like the women that I saw who were upset were like, The guys I saw that were upset were like hardcore upset over it. It was just a really strange dichotomy that I saw.
I think everyone's upset. Maybe guys just are more online, more apt to show it in angry videos or online or on Twitter and comments. But
that's possible.
So I'm not going to see this movie. I probably would, if this was balls to the wall like it was cartoon, just insanity. I would have saw this. Holograms and the Misfits.
Maybe pick up a goddamn comic book.
I could do that, but print is dead.